Hi, and welcome to my guide. So now what this money-making method is it is just ZMI running. I'll have a link to it in the description below, but basically there's a Discord for Essence running, and in this Discord, basically there are people willing to pay others to run Essence to the altar for them to speed up their runecrafting XP. Ultimately, there's a lot of information here, and you can find that. I won't be doing a ton of a guide on it, since if you're going to do this method, you'll be in the Discord, you can see all this stuff, it's readily available. But I guess here are the requirements in case you're wondering: 50 to 75 runecrafting. If you have 50, you'll be getting typically about 2.5 mil an hour, while if you have 75, you should be getting around 3. The quest and teleport, and a rune pouch as well. They have more information as far as bank setup, gear setup, inventory, everything you need to know really, so you should be able to find that relatively easily. From there, there's the rules, and really what this is saying is just trust people that are either trusted in the Discord or have paid for a deposit. And then from there, all you have to do is put in your RSN, runecrafting level, and what role you wish to be using. After that, basically the chat of note is the looking for runners chat. Now from there, all you have to do is just look around. Every now and then people will post to have runners go for them, so this isn't something you can do all the time. It's just whenever people are needed, such as this for 3 mil an hour. There was another one back here. If we go up here, we also have 2.5, 3, 2.5, 2.5. So really just whatever you're looking for. If you want to hold out for 3 mil and not do it as often, that's up to you. If you'd like to do it for less, then obviously your choice. So now I'll just scroll through this little part of the Discord real quick so you can take any more notes. Basically why this method is really nice is because 3 mil an hour for only needing 50 or 75 runecrafting is really, really good. Now obviously you won't be gaining any XP. All you'll be doing is trading over essence, so it won't progress your account in any means, but having more money in a sense does progress your account. So this is a really viable alt method if you have an alt account that is 50 or 75 runecrafting or would like to train one for that. It's not bad. ZMI is somewhat AFK, so it is very possible. And even as a main or mid-level account that may be looking to rebuild or just build a bank in general, I do see it as a really viable method. Alright, so switching on over to Lunar spellbooks now, we should get this rolling. I did a few trips yesterday to kind of get the feel of how this all works, and basically you're going to want to fill up your 3 best pouches. In this case, I have giant, large, and medium. You'll notice that the giant and the large are at the same number. That's because you only can really trade the person twice, and at the end of the 2 trades, you'll have a few sparing runes, and you really don't want to trade them a third time for just a few runes. It's not worth it to them or you to do that, so instead just bring a few less runes. As far as the banking options, make sure you talk to him and then go to number 3 and he'll talk about quick payments. That's how you just get this right click bank instead of having to put in which desired rune you want to do every time. From there, grab the pure essence, and I have some nice little convenient markers on my screen so I know where to click. If you don't have that, I mean obviously it's not that big of a deal. It's just kind of helpful and makes it a little easier for me. On the side though, time to go do some prayer, and yeah, we'll be running the alts for a little bit. So this is our guy. This is who we're looking for right here, JCW. I'm starting up here in 2 minutes, and I'm just going to have him trade me a bunch so then I can always have a way to trade him. That way I don't have to right click and, actually go and do it. All right, I'm literally waiting for the timer to hit 20. The timer at 20, let's get it. Let's get it. If you zoom out really far here on RuneLite, you can actually get a one-click climb on this ladder, which makes it really AFK. I mean, honestly, I've never really done training at ZMI, but in my few times being here, it really doesn't look that bad with some of the updates. Really convenient stuff here. You're just going to want to go and fill everything and continue onwards. And if you're unlucky enough, oh, there we go. So, oh god, you need to stand a little bit farther behind, but basically if you use an essence on someone, you'll just be running after them the entire time. This way you don't get stuck on them. If you follow them, you kind of get stuck on some of these gaps here, and that's really why you just want to do that. If you're running for someone though, obviously make sure the person in front of you is going to continually run, because in that case he didn't. Also, whenever you're trading, use the bottom row of your inventory. That way you can easily right click and left click. So now we'll just do that for an hour, and yeah, I'll be back to you with hella profit. So now I'll talk about this as far as a money making method goes, because it may seem kind of strange. Like, you're basically doing runecrafting, but you're getting no XP and you're just getting pure cash. Obviously this is something that isn't probably efficient if you're a high level, account. That's obvious. What I'd say this is more meant for are people that want to make a really good alt that they can also focus on. Like, this as an alt is very viable, especially for more AFK skills, and other than like bossing maybe for the most part, I'd say it's a really good alt if you can build it. In addition to that, you can also run more than one of these at once. I mean, if you're not even playing a main account, you could easily just run 2 on the side for cash and make maybe 6 mil an hour if you got someone that's willing to hire both accounts. So the last thing I'll recommend and just say as far as this goes, I think I've covered almost everything. In your bank, make sure to fill it up. This isn't filled, as you can see, 400 out of 816. Just throw some placeholders in there, throw those like bank slot fillers in there to make sure that you don't accidentally deposit your room pouch. Last time I went through here, for some reason I pressed bank all and I banked everything and I left, and yeah, I don't know how to explain myself, but basically I was stranded because I didn't have any runes. Luckily enough, some of the people here were nice enough to give me runes. If not, then you really do run into a big problem, as you're being paid for time that you're not doing anything, and more than likely the person paying you is going to notice that. So we hit our hour. I told him that I was done, and now I'm guessing he's going to have an alt account pay me, which is just really, really convenient, so I'm happy with that. I'd say probably do it in hour to hour and a half increments, somewhere around there. Just keep it so the numbers line up pretty well. And this looks like my guy. What's going on, brother? Neglected with the 2.5 mil, it would seem. Yep, 2.5 mil coming in. Easy little profit. Thank you, fam. As far as supplies an hour in runes and pure essence and staminas, I mean, you might be using 35k or so, maybe. So I guess it's not all profit, but really, I mean, a majority of it is. All right, so that is going to be it for me today. Obviously, a method I enjoy doing, and honestly, in the future, if I see people looking for runners, it might be something I'll participate in, because it is a really chill alt account that you can build, or even if you want to do it on a main for a quick rebuild, or just some easy cash, feel free to. If you guys did enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like. If there's anything you want to tell me, leave it down below in a comment. And finally, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe. But with that said, hopefully you guys do have a wonderful day, and peace.